the second time.
I was going to say, no. I was going to say we're not going to bring that up because I made the mistake twice in an episode.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kick-Ons episode 3 for season 2. We're back. Sorry for the delay. We've been working on a couple of personal projects. It's been taking our time, but we are back. We're going to make this
I'm still getting used to things.
We're going to make it a fortnightly routine, so we will be back and doing a lot more podcasts, and we're going to be adding more and more content.
We're doing reaction videos and stuff.
Videos, gaming videos, content releases with a couple of special guests. Obviously, ladies and gentlemen, obviously you've seen through right now, but you don't know. You can't hear him, ladies and gentlemen. The king of Perth right now. Sylvester. Mr. Banx himself.
The bands.
What up?
He's killing it right now. There he is. There's my boy. See how you doing? You doing all right?
Good, man. Good.
Thanks for spending time with us.
What do we
So everyone knows, obviously, Banx clothing and stuff like that. It's been around for a while, and Mr. Banx has been, called for, around the hospitality scene as a DJ and all that kind of stuff. So just to clear things up, what is your actual name?
It is Sylvester Nang, not Sylvester _Banx.
So everyone who sees this, we're going to watch. Everyone comes to Butterfly, everyone comes to Humble. If I see any of you guys calling him Banx.
Sylvester Banx. Hey, where's Sylvester Banx?
That's literally everybody.
Sylvester
I
Banx
didn't hear guys sounding like that. There's going to be fights. .com.
The gay guys. This is this is at
any guys.
Gay venues.
Yeah, I know.
They call it everywhere.
Everywhere. I get that. You get that a lot, which is cool. So, still talk to us about the humble beginnings of Mr. Nang. Where did you come from? How'd you get here, and what's been going on?
So I came from Burma, which is Myanmar, and I would pretty much moved here when I was 3 to 4 years old with my little brother, and we came here by plane.
Oh, so not by boat?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shout out Desi as well. Desi.
Is that contrary to everyone's beliefs that all Asians come on boats?
That's what we call fresh off the boat.
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, I get that. But
I've come on a boat.
Okay. What does that mean?
Don't worry about it. Continue.
But yeah, no, I pretty much came from Burma. Was raised here ever since by my parents.
How old were you?
Shout out to mum and dad. I was 4, I think, when I came here.
Around the same time, I think we all came
last
here.
time it was 3.
I can't remember. I don't know. I was really young.
Of course.
Oh, okay. So
I came around 4 or 5 as well. Were you born here, Firman?
I was born here, man. I'm
Yeah.
born here. Aussie.
I think me and you share that in common. We came
fucking
very
Aussie,
late.
man.
Jesus.
I fucking eat pies. What not?
Hang around the Caucasians too much.
Yeah.
So Burma, born and raised.
Yeah, I was born over there, came here, but I still have my Burmese heritage. So
Of course.
very traditional, but obviously I respect the Australian culture.
Oh, I like that.
Very cool.
I have to ignore starting recording me right now.
Just some background footage.
So yeah, tell me about primary school quickly, high school.
Where'd you go to high school?
Where did you go to school?
So I went to primary school. I went to St. Jude's.
Where the hell is that?
Is that Christian? Is that Christian school?
Yeah, it's a Catholic school.
Catholic school.
Yeah, St. Jude's. It's like near Thornley.
Oh, yeah.
Langford 6147.
Damn.
So were your family religious? Is your family religious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dad is Buddhist. Mum is Catholic.
Nice.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah, so I'm pretty balanced between the two.
Yep, sure.
But Dad's pretty chilled. Mum
Yeah.
is very strict. I had to go to church every Sunday.
Okay, that's why they sent you to a
Shout out to all the
school.
religious kids in the house right now.
I pretty much had to be an altar boy with Desi until I was like 18.
Whoa.
Yeah.
18
I
years
feel
old.
you. I feel you.
I fucking hated it. I would rock up like doing altar boy on a Sunday after a big night. It was not the best.
Jeez. Shout out to all the kids that used to have family members in the church. And then right, so just from St. Jude's?
St. Jude's, graduated. Went to Lumen Christi for 1 year.
Lemon Christie sounds like a fucking dessert.
No, Lumen.
Can I get
It's
a-
in Gosnells.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see.
So yeah, funny story about that. I went to orientation day thinking that everyone from my primary school was all going to go there.
Yo.
And I was like, oh, sick. Like, this is where everyone's going to go.
Yeah.
Didn't talk to anyone. I was like, sign the papers.
Yeah.
And then didn't find out till like when I moved there. And then I was like, where the fuck is everyone?
Where is it?
And they're like,
Did you literally think that on like? Did you think that like? Where is everyone?
Yeah, I was
literally.
like, only one person from my primary school went
no.
there. So I was
So
like,
that's why you specifically chose that place because you want to be with
No,
everyone.
you wouldn't have chosen.
yeah, I wanted to go with
chosen.
my friends, but I was pretty homesick from all my friends.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
I was I found out and I was like, well they all went to St. Norbert's, and I was like, what the fuck?
Are they close together, the school?
Nah, they're like 25 minutes away from
Oh, shit. Just in a total other state like this. Hey, bye, Seal.
But
Except for that one guy.
But it was a really good experience. Like
So you stayed there for a year?
Yeah, I experienced
Okay.
high school by myself, just meeting new people.
Yeah, of course.
That would have
I was
been
a bit
good,
nervous.
right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was very scary for me because I was like, fuck, I'm gonna make new friends again. Like,
Yeah.
I was so used to like people from my primary school. So I pretty much went to my parents and just like soaked every day as much as I could. And be like, Mom, please, like, can you move me to St. Norbert's? Like, I'm getting bullied here. Like,
Yeah. you weren't really, yeah. You weren't
I wasn't getting bullied. I was just homesick.
The first
Yeah,
lie I
yeah.
ever told to Sil's mum, I'm getting bullied, get me out of here. That's perfect.
But it worked. She's like, all right, fine, like we'll move you.
So after a year, you
After a
moved.
year. But I had a really good time. Like, just thinking back, I was like, I had some great
And
experiences.
you didn't consider staying?
I didn't want to stay.
Yeah, yeah,
I
okay.
was like, I'm gonna miss out on the best of my high school years.
Yeah,
if I
yeah.
stay. But at the end of the day, like, it worked out for the best.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm really happy with it. So
Okay, cool.
Shout out to the one guy that moved with Sil to Lemon Christie, and then Sil after 1 year just bounced. So he's the only guy in Lemon Christie.
everyone from my school was like, where the fuck did you go? I was like, But people from like St. Albans, I kept it like a secret. So when I rocked up, everyone was like, yo, Sil, oi, Sil's here. Like everyone started like, I was like a huge celebrity. And they were like, oh my God, Sil's here.
Already famous.
Yeah, in high
I was
school.
like, I felt like, oh man, this is so cool. Like,
That's crazy.
Damn.
So moving from from Desert High School, from Lemon Christie to St. Norbert's to Norbert's High School. And then what? You finished high school.
yep.
Any plans? Did you want to go to uni? Did you want to go to TAFE, or did you want to? What did you want to do?
Did you have any?
I just wanted to chill for a bit. Like
Yeah.
in high school, I was like my DJ career started off in high school.
Oh,
Oh,
shit!
did it?
Yeah, so I was doing a lot of house parties.
Whoa.
Well, when you were in high school, like year 12 and stuff, you were still doing new jam
I started
parties.
DJing when I was in year 10.
Whoa!
And then it was just like small house parties for like Linwood.
Yeah, like whatever.
it was
What's
house party.
Linwood? What's Linwood?
Linwood?
Yeah, like the suburbs?
Yeah, it's pretty much a suburb near Willetton.
Is it? Oh, okay.
So like Rossmore. Is it Rossmore? Yeah, Rossmore.
Is Ross Moyne in there?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
near the area near Willetton. So I pretty much started in the high school party days.
What? And these were all your friends that just called you to DJ?
Yeah,
Or-
I started from Linwood, went
Yeah.
to CVC, and then
Okay.
like
Wow.
back then DJing was like so rare for like a
Yeah.
my age DJ
Yeah, 100%.
parties. Everyone's
Yeah.
just playing radio
100%.
music, or they were playing like iPods.
yeah.
Yeah.
They didn't have a live
Tapes,
DJ.
vinyls.
Yeah, so it was rare.
Fucking have to
Walkmans.
Yeah, Sonny Walkman
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But no, I charged $50 for a whole night.
Damn.
Oh,
And I used a fucking Logitech with my little virtual DJ laptop.
Yes, virtual DJ.
Yeah, so that's,
Shout out to virtual DJ, still this free software.
So I legit started from the bottom, like fuck, like $50 for a whole night to like.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
This is crazy, but and then my name blew up in the scene, and I was getting booked for like a lot of open house parties.
Yeah.
So I was seeing
Yeah.
a lot of shit, like cops getting bottled, which is pretty
Yeah,
bad.
man. That was
That was
the culture.
Yeah,
that was
it
literally the culture.
Like, that was really bad. I was like, holy shit, I was at the party. That was the news.
Yeah.
And then like raves and stuff, like
Yeah.
a lot of open houses, like people just
Yeah.
walking up like 300
Yeah,
400
just
people.
walking in. Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember those.
So I was DJing.
You
like
would have been to a
those.
lot of parties that have been shut down by the
Yeah,
cops. So
100%.
yeah.
Give us like one memory. Like I'll give you a minute to think, but give us one memory of like the wildest house party.
Yeah, the
Like obviously, I
wildest.
It
think
wasn't a house party, it was a whole party.
Oh, whole
yeah,
parties.
these
yeah,
even worse.
yeah,
'Cause,
yeah,
alright,
yeah.
So for the young kids nowadays, they don't really know. Me and Seal and Firman are around like 28. Let's say 28 and above. Me and Seal, I think about 30 and above. When we used to party, it was like because we never used to go to nightclubs and stuff. We used to go to like public halls,
You can hire them out as functions.
This
park
is before
halls.
it got banned.
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah.
Park halls, recreational halls.
Yep.
Some of the kids will know like the Croatian club, all that kind of stuff. We used to Italian club. We used to always
Yeah.
go there as well.
Belmont Hall.
All these clubs, and that's where you used to have your party. That was the cool kids. If you had money, you'd go to like the Italian clubs. If you didn't have money, you go to these like halls and stuff, and it's sort of like $80 to hire. But it was the wildest party because your parents would be there from 7 to 9. They'd go home.
Yeah.
No, the parents wouldn't even be there.
Sometimes this is the separation.
This is the
right?
local-
the
this is
streets
the low-key
versus
one.
the streets versus Christian boy. My parents would be there to like 9. Also, their parents would be 9, and then 9 o'clock they'd go home. They're, all right, you kids have fun.
Have fun, you know,
And
take
it
care of
was
each
just
other.
absolute turmoil.
That's
Like,
when the
oh,
fucking cruisers come out,
just
double blacks.
Smirnoff,
See you
just
later.
Smirnoff into my nose.
Kissing in the toilets. That's it, but no more.
I can tell you our high school parties were different because my mate Mohammed, he was like
Shout out, Smo.
Muhammad, yeah, he was the guy that looked like he was 25, but he was he legit looked like he was 25, but he's still in high school. I was like,
yeah.
But
massive beard, shisha lounge already. Jesus.
Nah, he's a pretty bulk-looking Afghan dude. He pretty much reminded me of Aziz.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
But he was like, still like we're gonna throw the biggest party.
So this is the whole party, right? This is okay.
So we were like year 11, year 12. He's like, still like you DJ a lot of parties. I know you got the plug. Like you know a lot of people. I want you to invite everyone.
Jesus.
And I'll book this hall. I'll charge them $5, like entry.
Oh yeah.
I'll get my cousins to like be bouncers and stuff.
What in the Corey Worthington house party going on?
So this is the time when Corey
remember
that huge one.
Shout out to Corey Worthington, wherever the hell you are.
But this is before George Pepper's doing his thing as well. Because probably like 2 years after that, George did his thing.
Yeah, correct.
It was crazy. But yeah, the Belmont Hall party was like, I did like a massive invite on Facebook with like 400 people.
Facebook has existed back then?
Yeah. Oh, actually, no. This is like MySpace was in like primary school. Facebook just started when I was in high school.
Yeah.
We started getting popular. Yeah, I invited like shit ton of people, messaged a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of people.
Hey, look, I'm like my mate's organising this. I'm DJing. Like $5 entry. This is the address. Pull up. And then like on the night of the event, like I rocked out with my uncle. He like came out. My uncle comes to all the high school parties, and he loves to be the bouncer. He just liked to. He was like the guy.
He
just wanted to be there because he was like he never experienced this. He's like, I want to come with
is
you.
your uncle ethnic? Is your uncle
Burmese. He's like
ethnic? Yeah, Burmese uncle with the fuck. Hello.
He was like, let me know whenever you got a house party. I will be there. I'll drive you.
That's crazy.
You can borrow my equipment. I was like, okay. So he was like my bouncer. He bought me the alcohol and shit. Like, just like drove me there. Yeah. He just liked to actually just chill and just like.
Was he young?
Be the cool uncle. He's like 30.
Oh, okay. So he was young.
So you were 30 at your age?
Yeah. So he was still young. So he just came out with me everywhere.
Yeah, that's cool.
But that was a pretty cool experience. It was so fucking funny though.
So what happened at that party?
He was at the party. He helped set up and stuff. We rocked up 7:30. All the Linwood boys rocked up. And then I was like, fuck yeah, this actually should be a good
vibes,
night.
yeah.
You know, like so slowly. And then when it hit like an hour in, it was like a massive line. Everyone's like, I looked outside. I was like, holy shit, this is going to be fucking epic. Yeah. So like we packed out 400 people in the hall. And then we got to like 10:30 and then the cops pulled up. Oh. And they were like, but it was a lit party though. It was like we were having a good time until the pops pretty much pulled up. And then some drunk girl just got to be too fucking... I got wasted and threw a bottle at the cop car.
Jesus.
And then I was like, oh my God. I was watching. I was like, please do not throw that bottle, please. And then she just threw it. And I was like, fuck, all right, party's over, guys.
So she was just pulling out wires. We're done here.
But yeah, that was like the biggest party I DJ'd and organized with my friend.
That's cool.
So,
Pre-21. This is still a fucking 18, 19. So that's it.
Good times.
Smashed out high school, smashed out these parties, and then what? Where did you go? What did you start doing?
I was doing high school parties in like privates for a bit.
Yep.
And then I was like, thought to myself, I don't think I can do this until I'm like 25. Like, I want to progress.
Yep.
Like, I can keep doing this.
Career.
Yeah, like, you know, like it's good money, but like, I was like, I want to build my name in the club scene. Because at the time, you weren't getting booked for clubs. Like, it was just more the older DJs, like, you know, Carl Blue and stuff.
Yeah.
Like Scooby and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they were pretty much like killing the scene at the time.
Yeah, correct.
And like myself and John,
S-Man, Birdie.
I was just clubbing. I was like fresh. I was
you got to go out and experience.
I was like, man, it'd be pretty cool to be them one day.
Correct.
And now I'm talking to them. Like they're like, you know, they're friends and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
correct.
It's actually good to actually see.
That's it.
The older guys actually like look down to the younger guys now. So it's pretty inspiring to actually see that.
Yeah.
So this is obviously being part of the Banx crew. We know of the whole beginnings and the humble beginnings of Banx. So why don't you give us a quick 5 to 10 minute rundown of how Banx, the brand, came to be and what you were doing and what was the critical moment that you were like, I need to start this fashion company?
While I was DJing, I was like, man, I could keep DJing and just rely on this as an income and a career. But I wanted to like branch out and just build something off this because I didn't start Banx till my brand as or Sly Kid at the time.
That's right. Shout out Sly Kid.
So yeah, I used to be called Sly Kid.
Instant regret in his face, ladies and gentlemen. The instant regret.
So yeah, pretty much Bradshaw from Street X always like takes the piss. He's like, Sly Kid. I was like, oh, don't remind me, bro. Shout out to Dan. Fuck. But yeah, no, Dan was pretty much, he watched me be that kid before he started Street X, and I pretty much had the inspiration, and not inspiration, I was pretty much inspired to see him do that.
Yeah, he killed it.
Like,
Yeah,
like this is pretty cool. Like I wouldn't mind, trying to like make fashion, because I love fashion at the time. I was like, I had a different fashion taste, but over the years my style changed. Like from being skater, punk, surfy, fucking metro.
What? Heavy highlight on the metro.
Jesus.
Metro days. Oh shit. Yeah. But yeah, my style changed, and then obviously like I got more into the street culture, and that's where I've realized like hanging around. Like I met Imran through Canvas days, because obviously Dan was the door guy. I went to campus for the first time. That's where I met Imran, Maz, Amir.
Yeah, okay. And that's when you started loving hip hop as well?
Yeah,
more
so
and
like
more?
I was into hip hop already, but I just was going to all the shitty, cheesy hip hop.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
It wasn't cool.
Yeah.
I wanted to get where everyone was my age. Like I was going to all the old school hip hop events.
Yeah.
Like Ruby Room or Sapphire
Wow.
or Onyx Bar. But going into campus really opened my eyes.
Yeah.
Like I got to experience like trap music.
Yeah.
Like I'm not talking about like rap trap. I'm talking about RO Grime, fucking Foster Diamonds type of trap music.
Yeah. Okay.
And then from there I got more open up to like Big Ape.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
In the shape
more
scene.
bass stuff,
all the bass music.
Amber. Shape.
Yeah. So that really made me see fashion, like all these kids dressing up in 5 panels and like wearing like Supreme, and I was like, what the fuck? This is pretty cool.
Yeah. Long sleeves.
Yeah. So long sleeve, fucking winter days.
Yeah. That was like one of your first releases. So
really, pretty much you were the guy to rep that stuff.
Yeah.
The Banx Lotus drop. I remember that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, before I did all that, I was just studying fashion and just trying to see what was different, what was unique, and how can my brand stand out. And then this is the time when Instagram was just popping. So I pretty much jumped onto Instagram, made Banx. But before I did that, I sat with Firman. He helped me with the first Banx logo and the first
I remember
Banx
the
name.
night. I remember the night after a gig.
Yeah.
I don't know what gig it was after. I can't remember.
I don't know if I was DJing. Maybe it was a night out.
Yeah, it was like he dropped me home. We sat in front of my alleyway in front of my house. He's like, Firman, I want to start a brand. And I was like, oh, cool, man. Like, what do you want? Do you remember that?
Bad Vacation, maybe.
Maybe. Was it?
Jordy Carter's event, Bad Vacation.
Oh, maybe.
And
maybe.
then I did remember seeing a lot of kids, like there were a lot of hipsters, and they're like,
yeah.
I was like, man, like fashion.
Like, mind you, at this point, it was like 3 a.m. It was like end of the night, end of the morning. So it was like, oh, I want to start a brand.
It's crazy.
And then I was thinking that you brought up some concepts, early Banx.
Yeah, I was very Asian inspired at the time, like anime. And it was a bit. I don't know. I didn't think that wasn't Banx. Like I was.
I mean, well, it was the old Banx. It's. I can see the vision that you were doing.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool for what it was. The Lotus drop. That was the first. Was that the first drop?
Yeah, it was. It was. That was the one that Jesse helped me.
Yeah.
So obviously going from you. To Jesse, because I just couldn't make up my mind. I was like, I'm just gonna.
But I think at that point I was quite busy.
Yeah, you were busy doing your web.
Well.
You were doing your web
I was in web. I was web design back then.
Yeah.
So I still kind of approached me, and I gave him advice on what to do, and told him it was a good idea. So really, I own like percentage of Banx. So we'll have a meeting, me Ims, to sort that out. But yep.
But no, it was good. I really appreciate Firman helped me pick up that first step, which is it was called Banx.co at the time.
That was.
And then
Banx Clo, wasn't it? Something?
Banx Clo. I did. I changed to Banx Clo after.
Okay.
But I sat with Jesse again, and then that's when I came up with the Lotus drop, and then he pretty much helped me brand Banx's first logo, which is that that Hindi. How would you say it? Do you know the Hindi symbol?
Yeah.
It's like an symbol, yeah.
Yeah, so that was the concept. And then everyone really, really fucked with that. And a lot of the hipsters were like, fuck, this is actually a pretty cool logo. It reminds me of something. And I was like, yeah. That really, I played with that for a bit. That really, that concept, like the Banx, the Arabic writing, the weird screen printing, the graphics, that progressed the brand. people just really fuck with the black and white.
Yeah, cool.
And then
because that was always like the streetwear.
Yeah,
the whole long sleeve, fuckboy kind of look.
Yeah,
that's what they called it, right?
It was the fuckboy era.
Yeah, like long sleeve with like the prints on the side,
bucket hats.
Yeah,
fucking TNs, is it?
Nah, people weren't really wearing
New
TNs
Balance,
back
New
then.
Balance.
Yeah, New Balance and
Speed
like
dealers,
Hirachis and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
yeah. Oh, man.
That was what's in.
Holy shit.
So yeah, I guess that was like what you inspired. I guess your first drop was inspired on those club days.
Yeah, a lot of people that go to the clubs would just. I took that. I was like, man, like, if I was to go clubbing and I want to wear really like something nice, what would I wear?
Yeah.
But I was fortunate because like my DJ status was picking up at the time.
Yeah. So you
and I had a lot of
hand in
DJ
hand,
friends.
right?
Yeah. So I was like, hey guys.
Oh, they're all repping it and stuff, right?
Yeah. I was like, yo, I've got something dropping soon. Like, do you want to wear it? Like at a gig?
Yeah.
Like I'll chuck it to you for like discount, or if they're like a really close friend of mine, I'll give it to them for free.
Yeah.
And basement days was huge. Like all of the
DJs
DJs were wearing it, and then all the crowds that go to basement, they'll see them wear it. They're like, oh fuck, what is that? Like, I want that. And then that pretty much helped me grow the brand even more.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't with all the DJs helped me and all my friends just wearing it.
I mean, it's very smart that you melded together both of your careers. DJing,
correct.
Yeah.
Fashion wear.
Yeah, I wanted to make the most of it. Like, I've only got like, I'm 30 now, so I was like, man, I'm gonna make the most of this. Like, this is my prime time to actually murk it. So that's why I did Banx and Banx to Young Sly now.
Yeah,
it's my new DJ name. If no one knows.
Here we go.
Yeah, cool. Okay, so Banx kind of evolved.
Yes.
So that whole bass music era ended.
Yep.
You met Ims.
Yes, Imran. When basement days were like just coming to the end.
Yeah.
And Father. I met Imran.
Yeah.
Who's my business partner now.
Yeah.
For Banx.
Yeah.
Shout out Flimsy.
The guy.
But yeah, I met Flimsy and Amir and Maz at Canvas, and then we just linked. We were friends for a bit, and then he was like, yo, Sly, I've got this new event coming up. It's called Haifa.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's that? He's like, oh, it's going to be trap music. I'm like, where? He's like, at Metro City. I was like, are you fucking crazy? No one's touched that place for like years.
Yeah.
And then he's like, nah, I'm serious, bro. Like, I'm going to fucking do this. And I was like, all right, let's do it then. And then I pretty much used that time to like push the brand.
Yeah, that's when it evolved, right?
Yeah.
I feel like after that, it evolved more into like high fashion.
Yes.
More high fashion.
Luxury.
Yeah, because, like back before then, it was all like streetwear.
Yeah.
Right? I wouldn't consider Banx as streetwear anymore. It's more of a luxury brand.
That's what we're trying to push it towards. Like, we just wanted to move away from the fuckboy type of vibe.
Yeah.
The too street. Like, that's why the design started to change. We had to think about more of the technical side of the brand.
Yeah, okay.
So, like the Banx utility pants, the shorts. So, that era really progressed the brand even more because everyone was like, what the fuck? Like,
it's all custom stuff. Hey,
yeah, you can make this cargo pants into shorts.
Yeah.
And then, it turns into a bag too? Like, what?
Yeah.
So, that really pushed the brand to the next stage. And if we didn't move towards that, and we would just be a regular streetwear brand. Like,
you're stuck, yeah.
Yeah, so just moving towards that really helped. And then it didn't really progress at that time because I was still selling clothes from my apartment. Like, I was packing orders from my apartment.
Yeah.
I was working from Foam Cafe in Leaderville.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was the chill spot. Like, Ims would come there. I would work there on the laptop. I would just do design.
Yeah.
Like, Culture Kings days too. I was DJing Culture Kings full time. And after Culture Kings, like at 4, I'd go straight to Foam Coffee.
Yeah.
I would work there till 10 p.m. until the coffee shop place closed. I do that every day, Monday to Friday.
Damn.
Like, non-stop.
And then I guess the next breakthrough era would be your office in Leaderville.
Yeah, so before that, funny story, because when Ims and I were actually in Leaderville, we bumped into Ed. Ed was getting coffee. And Ed's from, shout out Ed from Cabinet Noir. He was walking and then Ims just bumped into him. Like, it was just, I don't know, like it just happened. Just the right time.
To be honest, Ed's everywhere.
He's always there.
Ed's probably over there. He's probably over there. Ed's probably over there, up there.
But yeah, he bumped into Ed, and Ed's like,
he is
everywhere, bro.
Anyway,
God damn.
Yeah.
God damn it, Eddie.
Yeah, we love you, Ed. He bumped into Ed, and he's like, yo, you wouldn't believe this, bro. Like, I bumped into Ed from Cabinet, and then we just talked, and then Ed was like, you guys, like, I've been watching you guys, man. You guys been killing it.
Because at this point, Cab's pretty new still, right?
No, Cabs we started at the same time when Cabs.
Yeah,
started.
yeah,
They
yeah.
were like 2015, I think.
Yeah,
or
okay.
2013. But obviously, like brick and mortar stores,
Yep.
it's a lot easier to grow.
Yeah.
Whereas just like little brands.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
But after that link up, they had a coffee, and then Ed's like,
Ed started keeping an eye on you pretty much.
yeah, he kept an eye. He's like, yo, like if you guys want to do a pop up, let me know. And I was like, to me, this is huge. Like I've always wanted to do a pop up at a store.
Yeah.
I just didn't decide which store, because I was very picky which store I could do it in, because that determines your brand's look.
Yeah.
And Ed's store was stocking, like, back then he was the first one to bring Off-White, Stone Island.
Yeah.
So to be able to be in that store was like a huge thing for us. And we're like, if we can get in the store, it's a big step.
Because at this point, you were doing pop-ups just at
Leaderville. Yeah. So every
office,
month we dropped like a new piece. And I remember
Yeah.
like, this is
I
how I
remember
make,
those.
this, going back to that one now, like this is how I make Coup, because I would be working at the Leaderville Sync Labs. But before we got to Sync Labs, Ims got the offer from Ishbar to get an office at Sync Labs. And then
Correct.
I would be there from Foam, and then we moved to Sync Labs.
Yeah.
It's like a co-working space. And then from there, we pretty much stay there for like another year. And that's where I met Coup. And Coup was like always outside of like fucking niche.
He's always there.
No, he was, sorry, not niche. He was at fucking the hippie club.
Yeah, that was your hippie club day.
So this is how me and Sil met. I was bartending at Hippie Club in Leaderville. So I just come out of CD Lady and then a couple of other like venues, right? And I was bartending and stuff. And then obviously me and Sil had started DJing at the time around clubs in Perth. Because we started DJing at the same time, so we did a couple of other events, and I used to hate Sil, right? Because I was like, "Fuck this guy, man! Like this, like fake looking, like trying to be wannabe gangster Asian. He's fucking shit at DJing." And I was like, "Man, this guy's just doing it for the looks. Like he doesn't appreciate music." And I was super like technical about music. I was like, I know where the beat drops. I know when this is. I was child like working the technical skill, and Sil would come in just pretty boy. Get all the girls, fucking kill the set. I was like, this mum. And I was always to warm up for Sil. It didn't matter where I was. I was like, where did we play Sil? Like some of the early Motive parties, Paramount, stuff like that. I was warming up for Sil all the time, and I was like, man, one day I'll get
this guy.
I'll get this main set. And then I was like full time bartending, and I remember I was looking on his website, on his I think his IG, and I was like, I think it's time for me to purchase something from Banx, and I messaged him. And this was like 11 a.m. 11 p.m. excuse me, at night. And I was like, "Sil, are you in the office?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, just what's up?" And I was like, "Do you have a shirt?" And I was like, "I'll buy it off you." He's like, "Yeah, just come to the office." And from Hippie Club, you can see the windows of his old office, and it's just Sil at the window like this. And I was like, "Okay." So when the door knocked, and I got what was the shirt I bought? It's like
It's
a normal shirt.
It was a mesh
with a mesh on top.
It was a mesh jersey.
Yeah, I got the
I
mesh.
missed that. I don't know what mine is.
It was a 3M mesh
can't fit
jersey.
in it.
Yeah.
So I got the original one of the old. If you still want to buy it, just let me know. It's $1,000.
I have pretty much all of them. Anyway.
Yeah,
and that's how I met Sil.
Yeah, that was a good drop too. And Coup was lucky to purchase that because I had like a spare.
Wow, limited.
Yeah, it was a limited one.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, this is just archive. I'll just keep it.
Yeah.
And
I can't believe I got the last XL. That was really fucking awesome. And I was like, fuck yeah.
So I appreciate that, man.
So that's it, right? You've grown this brand. You've done all of these jobs. All these people come through, and you and Ims have worked together now. Ims kind of cannonballed your financials. So make sure that you were so good at selling. Like you were fantastic. And Ims helped you out with the back of house. Firman helped you with the back of house, the design. And then what brings us to what was your
next breakthrough? The next breakthrough would be Cab.
Yeah,
doing your first pop up at Cab, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, because from doing pop ups at Sync Labs, like we did it every month. It worked out. People were pulling up. Like
they were.
This is how I met a lot of my close friends to this day now.
Yeah.
Like this, like Mitch was like a fresh, Mitch.
Yeah.
He was like this fresh kid,
Castle.
just scootering, and then he messaged me, "Hey man, like I love your brand. Like I really want to model for you." I was like, "All right, we use you for our website and our content. Like let's do it." And he was like my day one, pretty much. Like shout out to Mitch.
Mitch
Became our e-commerce look.
Yeah.
And Mitch brought in like other friends. He brought more friends, and then we started like a small influencer group on IG. It was just pretty much like they get discounts and stuff. I still have that page. So if you're still on there, you can still get the discount.
That's crazy. And this is about the time Cab moved, right?
Yes.
So for all the young kids that don't know, Cab actually used to be down Shafter Lane, which is next to Capital.
If you want to watch Ed's episode, he actually outlines the move.
Correct.
So you can watch that.
You go back to the Eddie episode, you'll see exactly where it was and how far they've come. And that was actually when I walked past them, I saw Othman and all that, and actually I'd said hi to them. Yes, so they've moved to Rain Square now, which is where you guys know it from.
Yep. So we did our first pop-up at Cab in Shafter Lane with our collab with the Dawn, that mesh.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one. I did a real live stream for that one.
Everyone's still talking about that to this day. It's crazy. They're like, oh my God, you remember this?
You're gonna do a re-release or what?
Yes, we are.
Oh, exclusive. Exclusive. Yeah, boy. So obviously, if you don't know as well, Firman sets up all the back of house stuff for the live streams and stuff that we do at Cab, regardless of whether it's a Banx event or a medical event or a Cab event. He does all the AV stuff.
I'm a nerd.
It's a streamer. He's a live stream guy.
You busted my balls for those, man. They always fuck up every time.
He's like, fuck is...
I don't know what that is.
Every
like
time
copyright issue. He's like, fuck, get back up.
There's always something that was going wrong. But, after like 5 years... We actually did it for like...
This is before there was like copyright on Facebook.
Yeah, we could just stream and stuff. But like it was fun, and I know how to do it now. Like
DMC violations.
Yeah, I can do it I can do it like with my eyes closed. So that was cool.
No, it was mad. Like obviously doing the pop-ups at Cab, we threw so many parties there. It was sick.
We did.
So like we did like that's when we invited like Rich Valentine.
Yes.
Yeah. They first started off like in the scene. I was like, fuck, these guys are pretty cool. Like, just get them to come down to a little pop-up.
Yeah.
They like did a live performance in here.
Yeah.
And then after Cab closed down at Shafter Lane, Ed got the opportunity to open up in Rain Square.
Correct.
So it was a lot of crazy things happening at that time.
Yeah.
And that's when Im's kind of got involved with Cab as well, right?
Yeah. And at that time, Sync Labs, like, they were like kicking everyone out. We're like, oh, fuck, where do we go?
Yeah. That was a big turning point for you guys.
So, yeah, we were like, fuck. So I was stuck. I was like, where do I work from? And then Ed's like, yo, like,
the back of Cab.
With the new office, like, you can work in the back. And I was like, really? He's like, yeah. I was like, oh, all right.
You have to sit on Seto's lap. That was a real way.
that was a breakthrough point because I remember a lot of your team. So your team, we'll talk about the team in a second, but
yeah, I
remember you guys were working at another place, and then there was like a hotel. Alex Hotel was also a thing, and then you were working somewhere else at another cafe. So there's always three places to find you guys at. There was no really set place for Banx.
You were kind of like homeless for a bit, you know.
Yeah. Not homeless in regards to the homeless, but
I meant officeless.
Yeah, officeless.
There was no base of operations per se.
Yeah, it was crazy because like moving into Cab, I was like, this is very inspiring because there's a lot of brands on yeah. I can actually like see what's trending, and
that would be a game changer.
I used that time while at Cab to like rebrand Banx.
Yeah, okay.
Rethink like the look,
the ethos, everything.
Everything, and then
crazy.
So I was very determined to like make it. I was like, man, I have to fucking make it.
Yeah, of course.
Like this year, if I didn't make it, then like I'm like I don't know if I want to keep doing this.
Did you ever have a thought that you were wanting to give up?
Yeah, I did.
Whoa. But we got to get real, man. Sometimes I just don't want to go to bed. Look, we'll fucking sort that out later. Okay, don't worry about it.
No, this is
not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah, I wanted to give up. This is before I met Imran. Like in the first 2 years, I was not motivated.
Of course.
I was like, cool, this is a hobby.
Yeah.
And then when Imran came in, he's like, yo, like, you want to take this to the next step? Like, you've got my back. And I was like, really? Like, yeah. I was like, I'll help you. I was like, I really need help. Yeah. Like, it'll make me work harder having a team. Like,
well, you'd be held accountable. So you'd be held accountable. Because if you work by yourself, you can just do what you want.
You can.
Know what I mean?
But having them there was like a huge step to progress with the brand. Like, rebranding the website.
Yep.
Just small logistic stuff like
correct
accounts. Just making
taxes.
Sure taxes are
business
done
stuff, yeah.
Business stuff. Like I learned a lot from him.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate him for like helping me out.
That was a crazy crazy collaboration right there. That's made you a brother for life, essentially, you know?
Yeah, like we pretty much like, you know, he looks after me. I look after him when it comes to like nightclub. I help him push like the club stuff, like and just moving forward from the brand, like, you know, moving after Hyper died down. Like you just Sly, like, I've got this new venture.
Yeah.
And it's like, what's it called? He's like, it's called Butterfly 73.
Oh, there it is. Hold up.
I always use the same one.
Is there any button you've set? No,
the other ones I set.
No, we're not going through that right now. We're going through Sil.
Okay, sorry, Sil.
So yeah, there's a lot of stuff I could talk about, but I'm gonna move forward from Banx to Butterfly now. But yeah, we pretty much pushed that venue to what it is now.
Yeah.
And so he brought me in, and he's like, Sly, like, I want you to take control of the music, like, you know, like what it's gonna be.
Question: did you know Ims before you were in Butterfly?
Yeah, I knew of him, but
like
we never worked together. We never really spoke much.
So this is the fucked up part.
And don't remember, I never went to Butterfly as a DJ first. I was a bartender.
Yeah. So this is the fucked up part.
So Jeremy pulled me in first.
We all converged into this one little nightclub.
Yeah, literally.
Fresh off the boat.
From 3 different areas, by the way.
Yeah.
From 3 different areas. From media to music to bar.
That's crazy.
Fashion.
Now we're here.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah, but Butterfly started, and now it's like the hottest club in WA or even Australia. Like,
oh, that's a big one. That's a lot. Like, give me something in it.
Goddamn.
Nah, legit. We pretty much we could see a lot of other venues just like
not imitate,
like
replicate,
just be inspired.
Okay,
to do stuff.
It's always a nice guy. Do you know what I mean? Always a nice.
Yeah.
21.
I'm a savage guy. A lot of people try to imitate us, bro. You know, it's a different sort of branding. But anyway,
but yeah, and we pretty much have like a group now. It's crazy. Like, in that time, I didn't know you properly at that time because we were just close friends.
Apologize for the music being back.
We weren't really, really tight.
Not at all.
Nah.
I still hated you. I'm not gonna lie. No, there's no fake shit here. I used to hate Stu, and I still do until about 2 years ago. Till we actually, or 3 years ago, till we actually got really close, and I was like, okay, because obviously I didn't know him. All right, so obviously I had my own assumptions about him and stuff like that. And like I said, right, a real quick touch. I came in as a bartender to Butterfly because Jeremy Reed was an ID bartender, and I knew Jeremy for ages ago. So I came in, saw this guy DJing, and I was like, holy shit, he's here. I was like, for fuck's sake. I was like, are you fucking serious, man? This is fucking bullshit. And then Firman was there.
You were so nice to me as well.
Yeah, right. And I was like, fuck, because I was like, fucking hell, he's done nothing wrong by me, so I should be nice to him. And I was like, this is bullshit. And then obviously we grew our relationship there when we started talking, hanging out more, especially during the COVID parties.
Yes, the COVID, yeah.
Really put us closer.
We're really fast forwarding.
Yeah.
We are. We're running it through.
Well, we're not.
We've got like 10 minutes left. Because I know, Mr. Oh, we've run out of time.
No, but Steel's got a long life, man. I want to hear about all of it. Okay, fine.
We'll still keep going.
Oh, okay.
There's no time limit on this.
Oh, okay.
You're the only one that's making the time.
Molly's giving me the time.
Sorry, babe. I know you're hungry.
I'm starving as well, but Steel's got such an interesting life.
So real quick, let's just flick back. Talk to us about your team. So what's the core, like right now, who are the core people in Banx that you pretty much run Banx with or Banx runs with?
So it's myself, Sil, the founder and director.
Oh, here we go.
Founder director.
Bing, 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 bing. That was good stuff. Continue.
But I don't like to see myself as that status. Like, we're pretty much all open because I've got other guys involved now. We used to have a big group. Funny story, like Josh Clay was involved. We had Mason. Mason used to be involved.
Mason Devine.
Mason Trung.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of few guys that was like helping us at the time.
Yeah. But they obviously parted ways due to...
Yeah, they parted ways.
Yeah,
I'm happy for what they're doing now.
Yeah. Other projects, personal projects, and personal growth.
Personal growth. And Imran's brother, Othman. I didn't even know he had a brother until I only realized...
You don't press it enough.
I only figured that Imran had a brother probably like 4 years after I met him, because I was going to like Canvas, party, and then
he didn't really go. Like, often didn't really go to that.
Not at all.
Yeah, he was a hardcore gamer. He's like,
yeah. I get that.
And I love that guy. Othman only started coming out after when he was doing Hi-Fi.
Yeah, correct. Because he was the main videographer for my Hi-Fi and stuff.
And then I met Mia when I DJ'd for Chingy and Fabulous when he first came to Perth.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was like my first hip hop like
International
concert
support,
support. And Emir, that's where I met Emir. He's one of the guys involved now.
Yeah.
So it's us, like myself, Imran, Othman, Emir, and then Bernard came in a bit later.
Yeah.
So Bernard, I met Bernard when I did his 18th.
Oh.
Yeah, I was DJing his 18th.
What the heck, man?
There's a lot of history.
Weird.
Lot of history.
And I met Sedo when I DJed his 18th as well.
Sedo.
That's a lot of 18s
Wait,
you DJing here,
Is
buddy.
that before Cab then? Way before Cab.
This is before Cab.
Wow.
Yeah.
That means Sedo would have been around.
Correct.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. So everyone that I am with and like pretty much
Close friends with.
and just pretty much fuck with, like they're all pretty much I met through DJing.
That's crazy.
It's crazy. Definitely.
Damn, man.
And Ed, I met Ed when I was buying shoes from Adidas factory at Harbour Town.
Yeah, the Harbour Town Adidas factory downstairs.
Yeah, he worked there, and then
Whoa.
and then I was like, I went to Nike factory to buy shoes, and I was like, fuck, I couldn't afford buying this because they were like doing like a 2-for-1 deal.
Funny story, I used to work at the Nike Harbour Town.
Oh really?
Yep.
Fuck.
I probably around the same time Eddie did as well. Continue.
And Ed's like, hey man, I'll buy that. I'll buy the second pair with you if you want. It was at the Nike Blazers, like the fluoro orange.
Oh, yeah,
And I was
yeah.
like, all right, let's go halves on it. He's like, all right, cool. And then we never spoke again after that.
Years later. Oh.
Yeah, years
hey,
later. I was
man.
like, hey man, you remember that time? Do you remember that time we bought those Nike Blazers? He's like, what?
He's like, what?
But I met him again after that. I went to his b-boy classes.
Wait. You offered to go halves on shoes with him.
No, it was 2-for-1.
2-for-1. I
Two
couldn't
for
afford
one.
it.
You didn't know him before that?
No.
So he's just some random guy.
Yeah. I know. I did see him at the Adidas factory. But I didn't know.
But you didn't know him at all?
No, I didn't know he did breakdancing. I didn't know he...
No, but like you didn't meet him before that.
No.
And you offered
Never.
to buy shoes with him.
Yeah, he was like...
And then you never talked to him again. And then you saw him at cab.
And then
What
I went
the
to...
fuck is
No,
wrong with
and then I went to the b-boy class.
Oh, the b-boy class.
And then
And you saw him
he was
again.
teaching the class. And I was like, what the fuck is going on?
Wow, the universe works in weird ways.
Yeah, no shit. I was like, what the fuck is going on? And then I was like, yo, do you remember this time? He's like, yeah, I do.
But in between buying the shoes and seeing him next, how long ago? How long is that?
Probably like a year or 2 years.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Oh my god!
yeah. He went clubbing. I did see him in the club scene.
Okay.
But I didn't talk to him and hang out with him. Because there was like a dancing.
Why do you find it so
Shit.
funny?
Listen. For everyone listening right now, the reason why I'm losing it is because we all in our lives have this one moment where we're like, oh, I remember this story. Just imagine Ed after buying shoes half with this guy and not seeing him for a year. Like, the story. Oh yeah, what you did today, Ed? Oh yeah, I went to Harbour Town. I split halves with this Burmese kid.
He's just a random guy. Don't know who the fuck he is.
I don't know where I've seen him anymore. I don't know where he's gone.
Like, because you didn't get contact details or nothing.
Nah, I didn't know him.
This is the best thing ever.
But then, like, you would work with him closely after many years.
Yeah,
after.
literally.
Does that not
Yeah,
weird
it's
you
crazy.
out?
Literally.
Yeah, I didn't even know. Like, I remember Cabinet launching as a brand.
Yeah.
Because I was doing Banx at the time.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Everyone's like,
Yeah.
yo, there's a shop called Cab launching.
But you would have no idea who
I
was
didn't even
involved.
know it was Ed's brand.
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, well, it's his shop. I didn't know that. Like, I was like, what the fuck? And
Just lost.
And I didn't even step foot in Cab for like at least 3 years.
I mean, why would you need to? Yeah. I mean,
I'm not gonna lie.
he was just some.
Oh, I couldn't afford it because a lot of the
Yeah,
stuff
I'm
was
not gonna lie. I'm
expensive.
pretty sure I
Yeah.
stepped in the old Javelin twice. One for a Banx live stream, which I'm pretty sure I saw Firman, Othman, Imran, and I waited because I was on my way to Stables.
Yeah.
Because I was DJing Stables. And the second time was when there was someone at the store. I walked in, I said hi to Eddie, and I walked straight out.
I mean, yeah.
I mean, I certainly didn't get housed on the 2-for-1 shit. This is the craziest story I've ever
The
known.
universe. Yeah. Anyway, where were we?
Right, so team, obviously.
Team.
Now,
Team.
that's the team.
Yeah, and then after that, we pretty much just worked as a smaller team. Like, it just got smaller, and then we got the
More defined roles.
Yeah, we just defined our roles. We made it as a company.
Yep.
We worked out certain
like
responsibilities,
shares,
shares
Yeah,
and whatnot.
delegation, all that kind of stuff.
Delegated,
Yeah.
because this is not just like we want to take this brand to the next step.
Yeah, of course.
And then COVID hit. And then during that time when COVID hit, it was like a very stressful time for a lot of small brands.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I don't know if we can make it through a year, or even like a couple
Not
of months.
dropping anything.
Yeah, correct.
Because China's factories closed, everything's closed.
Factories are closed, and like just I didn't even know what was going to happen the next day. I was like, but before that, like, Ty and I, shout out to Ty for medical. Ty and I went to Paris.
That was the next breakthrough.
Yeah, I was like, we need to go. Like, I really need.
Can you not gloss over that? Like, you'll need to hear this story. This is the most retarded story I've heard in my life. I just come back from Europe. She was like, I'm going to Paris. Talk to, because I know Ty wasn't even invited. Ty literally came as I'm going by myself already.
Yeah.
Talk that story through, bro. There's no way you can let that one slide.
I don't know. I came back I was in Bali at the time, and then I was like, spontaneous trip. It was just one of these spontaneous trips. Like,
There was no planning. No one had got together.
I was like, I saw Ed posted saying Paris
Correct.
Fashion Week.
There's always Ed this, Ed that, shoes this, shoes that.
Ed's that. 2-for-1 flights to Paris.
And then I was like, fuck, I've never been before. I was like, hey, Ed. I messaged him, hey, how much are tickets? And I was like, it's this much. And I was like, how long are you going for? He was like, for a week. I was like, can I come with? He's like, yeah, if you want. I was like, really? He's like, yeah. Just buy your tickets and then here's the dates. And I was like, cool. And then I was like, fuck, I don't want to get by myself. Like, I was like, what? Then I was friends with Ty at the time. And I was like, yo, Ty, like, do you want to come to Paris with me? And then Ty's like, yeah. I'm like, I was actually considering going anyways, but like, if you want, if it's okay, I can come with you boys. And I was like, yeah, like, you're more than welcome.
It's like a triple tag along with this amazing story.
So we pretty much booked our Airbnb, booked the flights. Like, holy fuck, this is really happening, man. Like, we're gonna go to Paris.
And it would be, as evident in our Ed episode, it would have been the best business development trip because Ed knows all the brands.
It was.
He went to all the parties, all the launches. Yeah.
I wanted to do that. I was like, look, if I want to progress the brand next step or next stage, I need to do this.
Yeah, of course.
It's an investment that I'm willing to like.
Yeah, to put in.
I'm not. I don't really like. I never went on holidays as much, but after that Paris trip, I was like, fuck, I want to travel a lot more now. So that trip really opened my eyes out in the world of fashion. Going to like all the runways.
Killer.
I pretty much was invited to. It was that same time when Geordie was on his runway.
Oh, yep.
Shout out to Geordie, Right Hill, Mr. Right Hill, worldwide. But going to that runway really opened my eyes. Like seeing my friend do his thing. Geordie from Perth. Like doing a runway in Paris.
Yeah,
that really inspiring, isn't it?
Just really inspired me to like, fuck, like he can do it, I can do it. So I pretty much saw that as it motivated me.
Okay, yeah.
A lot. It just wanted to make me want it more.
Yeah.
And going to Paris, I networked. Yeah, we actually didn't party too much.
Yeah.
There's no time a week, because he'd have to line up appointments, right? Like,
Ed was booked every day. He had like 8 meetings to like 6 meetings a day.
That's crazy.
And we walked everywhere.
Yeah.
So it was like a lot of leg exercises.
Yeah. That's so funny.
Leg exercises, mate. Get that cardio up.
But yeah, no, this is when Ty and our friendship grew more.
Yeah.
We connected and I got to learn more about like the
fashion.
Going to like the Kids Super runway, that was awesome. Just being there in the front row seat, it was like, whoa, I'm really doing this. And then meeting like Chris Stamp from Stamped, he's like one of the big guys back then when like black and white street culture was actually going for this fashion scene.
So this is 2019, yeah?
2020.
Oh, 2020, and then COVID hit.
This is like a month before COVID.
Yeah, okay.
So when we came
19. Was it 19? I just got back from Europe, 19. Literally, 19.
2020 was the fucked year.
Yeah, remember 2020 we had the 6 month break. It was 2019 around August.
You're right.
August to September.
Yep. Okay.
I just come back from
from EDC.
Because I just came back from Tomorrowland because I remember you said I'm going to Paris.
Yes.
This is a crazy conversation we had. I got back. I hung out with Sil, and Sil was like, "I'm going to Paris," and I was like, "Have you got your insurance sorted?" He's like, "Nah." I was like, "Have you got your bag sorted?" "Nah, I don't know what that is."
I was asking you about like
literally.
Doesn't know what that is.
He was asking me about like what's it called? Suitcase insurance, overseas travel insurance, all that kind of stuff. And then I told him all about it.
And then just pickpocketers, like
literally. I was just like, because I'd just gotten back from Paris, right? So I just come back from Europe, and I was like, man, you just gotta be careful. Like I nearly got robbed. The guy tried to get me when I was drunk. Funny story. We'll talk about it later. And
we'll talk about travel stuff later.
And then I was like, oh, should I go with him? And then I was like this close, and then you left, and that was 2019.
Yeah, I wish you came. That's pretty dope,
It
man.
was so. It looked so good.
Yeah,
I'm glad I went. Yeah, I'm glad because when we came back like a week after that,
New perspective on
COVID just got
everything.
announced.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yep.
we
Yep.
were like, I was like, what the
Massive.
So
massive.
let's move on to the
Yeah.
COVID portion of your life.
Fuck? Yep.
What did you do in that time? Lay out what you did. Like,
Okay.
what was your mindset during COVID?
I had two options. I could like just chill out like everyone did.
Yep.
You know, just play games, watch Netflix.
Yep.
And just do nothing or
Yep.
whatever they wanted to do in this spare time. But I used that time to pretty much grind.
Okay.
I went to cab like every day.
Yep.
Like
Did more develop,
like
more
6,
stuff.
7 days a week for like 3 months. And Ed was there too. He was like, you know, he had to do the shop orders, packing orders. So I was there. I stayed to the end, like till 8 p.m. every night.
Yep.
And like you get the fucking security guys like, excuse me, are you still in the office? I was like, yeah, I'm still here. It's okay. It's okay.
Hello. Hello.
But yeah, no, I was like, it was like my time to
Yeah.
just focus. I worked there till 8 p.m. every night. No drinking, no partying. And I brainstormed. I rebranded Banx.
Yeah.
That's when I made my first collection, and the Charge collection.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Charge was like our first collection we released ever. Because we
Damn.
never did collection. We just did capsules.
Okay. And what's the difference for people who don't know? What's the difference between capsule and a collection?
So capsules drops. There's mainly like 1 or 2 or even 3 or 4 pieces.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a garment, like a t-shirt or shorts.
Yep.
Collection is like more than 10 pieces or 10 garments.
Okay.
Or even 20. It could even be up to 60. But
Yeah. Okay.
so we did our first collection, and then we dropped that. We didn't drop that till like 3 months after COVID.
Yeah.
But we were like thinking about, should we do this? Like I was like, fuck, I don't know if we should.
Yeah.
Because at that time we actually like restructured the way we released things, and so we dropped the Charge collection in 2 drops.
Yep.
I managed to get everything manufactured at that time, and it was crazy because
Everything was just about to open up, pretty much, right?
well, not that. It was people. I didn't even know people had money.
Yeah. Okay.
People were broke, but I was like, we were thinking. I was like, wait a minute, like everyone's getting Centrelink. This is
Yeah.
probably a good time to actually drop it. And I was like, fuck, this is a big gamble.
And there was not much to spend it on, remember? Because we couldn't even go out at that
Yeah, you
time.
couldn't go out.
All of it was online, right?
Yes.
Galaxy took all my money.
Jesus.
We'll get to that another time.
I remember being in the apartment actually when you were talking about the Charge drop and how much you were going to do and what we were going to do with it. Because
Yes,
I was there and I was like, fuck, this is crazy. The amount of like,
I was teasing. Yeah, I was getting samples still sent.
Yeah,
to
yeah,
us.
correct,
I was
correct.
teasing all the boys like, yo, this is the next collection.
that's right. You got the puffer jacket,
Yep, puffer,
the tracksuits,
trousers,
jackets, hoodies, joggers.
There's no hoodies.
No, there was.
Oh, there was hoodies. Yeah, there was
hoodies.
hoodies.
Charge
Charge
what do you mean?
Yeah.
Oh shit! Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, when COVID, I pretty much just designed my full autumn, winter, spring, summer collection during
Yeah,
COVID.
yeah.
Pretty much, just grinding.
I mean, I feel like if you didn't have that time, you wouldn't have been caught up to what you are now. You know what I mean? Like, after that, you've been releasing constantly.
Yep.
On a good timeline. You know what I mean?
Yep. Timeline, scheduling, and all that. And yeah, during that time, when COVID started dying down, we all got to hang out properly.
Yeah.
And
That's how the friend groups really.
Yeah,
really
this is
blossomed. Yeah.
yeah, this is when I met. I got closer with Jack and SB.
Yeah. Shout out to
Shout out to Jack, Mr. Codex. And
Why are you smiling at me like that again? I'm so scared.
well, yeah, during those times, we were only allowed to hang with 2 people at the apartment. So this is when I met Jack. Jack's like, "Yo, still like, do you want to get pissed?" I was like, "Yeah, if you want." Like we could only have like 2 people over, so Jack brought the alcohol over.
Again,
The smiles was
Again,
gets me every time.
Okay.
We got the typical still smile.
Okay, okay. Let's just we're already at an hour, so we're gonna have to kind of start wrapping things up.
Essentially, the last part is pretty much here.
Yeah, we're
Yeah,
here
so
now.
from-
We're here
yeah,
now.
so-
What's the future hold for Banx?
Yeah, so from the COVID to Jack's office to
I mean, yeah, we didn't
Yeah.
really. I mean, you moved offices with us for a bit.
yeah.
in
This
the
is when
city.
the whole gang pretty much
Formed.
formed, and then
We moved out of that office.
moved out of the office.
Now you're
and
in-
got the opportunity to move to Inglewood.
Yep, the back of S30.
Yep, at the back of S30. Shout out to Rhett and Luke.
This is where the music's bumping right now. So if we don't have any noise suppression on it, you're gonna hear. That's what you're gonna hear.
And then now we're here. Like I've never thought I would be in a space like this.
Yeah, very cool, very cool.
After 7 years of doing the brand, like now we have our own space, we have our own studio, warehouse, team.
Awesome.
It's literally our own office here. So this is in Inglewood where we all the stuff is here. Medical's here, cabs here, Banx is here, and we run the office here in Inglewood. It's amazing. All the stuff that we get done. We'll put some pictures up one day of the space.
We'll do a tour.
We'll do a little tour, yeah, one day.
100%. But yeah, now we're here. Like it's crazy. It's mind blowing to actually know that I'm here.
Yeah.
Just from being in the bedroom to like having an actual space.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Having stock. And we've pretty much just signed a deal like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
Not pretty much, but like we signed a deal 6 months ago. Now we are going to be stocked internationally.
Yeah.
So we just finished our
This is a big one right here.
spring summer.
Wow. Nice.
We finished our spring summer collection and sold it over to like Dubai, Saudi Arabia, America.
Huge.
So our next drop is going to be stocked in stores in the next 2 months. So that's a huge step for us.
Damn.
It's crazy. I don't know. Like I'm so grateful for the boys.
Yeah, of course.
So I couldn't have done this without them 100%. Like from rebranding to like growing the business,
everything
professionally.
Yeah,
just doing it properly.
To a really high degree of standard, which is awesome.
But yeah, like I want this opportunity to actually keep going. Like I want to keep doing Banx the next 10 years. That's my goal. And but I couldn't have done this also without my friends and the people that buy it.
Alright, man, no worries, brother.
You know, like Firman wearing the Cabinet Noir shirt that I designed, and the shorts, and the Banx t-shirt that Koo's wearing. So if it wasn't for the people,
of course, all the support, right?
To actually buy the stuff, like we wouldn't be here.
100%.
Yeah,
100%. Big shout out to the guys that are buying.
So what's your latest? That's the next drop. Give us some exclusivity.
I think I'm wearing the next stuff.
Oh,
my goodness!
So these are the shorts.
Yep.
So this is the current drop. It's called the Texture Drop 1.
What's that thing in the middle?
My penis.
Okay. Good God.
No, there's a rope.
Yeah,
it's a rope. It's just
nice.
tied up. I'm wearing this is an unreleased jacket, collar neck.
Yep.
So it's a crew neck.
That kind of looks like Banx X Dawn vibes, eh?
It is.
Oh, is it?
Nah, it's not. This is the design.
Yep.
The logo we are using for the mesh shorts that we're going to release.
Yep.
So
you are going to release them?
Yep, we are going to release them.
Oh, there you go, boys.
Yeah. So this is going to release.
I'm buying 5 pairs.
You can have the yearly exclusive deal if you want.
Whoa, yeah.
Amazing.
So this is releasing next year, but we have a few small pieces from this design we're going to drop this year.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool.
So the shorts are going to release next week, November 4th.
There you go. Set your alarms.
Yep. So that's releasing with the button-ups.
Yep.
And then after that, we got one more drop. And this one's like a very special one. So we're going back to the utility cargo pants.
Yep.
Ooh.
So it's one that turns into shorts. So we're releasing that, but like a bit more refined. Yep. So you'll see that in the next couple of weeks, like of me teasing it soon. So don't worry about that.
Awesome.
You always wear the drops before they come out, eh?
Yeah, I try to be selective.
Yeah.
Like if I can't wear it, if it's like for this, I have to hold it for a bit because I don't want to wear it just yet.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it just moves away from the actual drop.
Yeah, of course.
Release. So this one's coming up soon.
Oh, there's Sylvester Banx with the new Banx. That's what they'll say.
That's
Does that sound like?
That's everybody.
Everyone's out there.
So big shout out to everyone that was listening today. Thank you so much for joining us. Obviously, Sil, thank you very much for your time.
I wish we had more time to talk.
We've got an
so much
extensive
more to talk
history.
about.
You, Ty, Koo, we'll do another episode about the boys.
Yeah, I'm keen, 100%.
Yeah.
You can bring Jack.
It'll be less formal. We'll just talk and stuff.
Let's talk shit.
Huge.
Talk
I want to
shit.
give a huge thank, obviously, to the guys in Perth that are supporting Banx and buying from Sil. Obviously, close friend of ours, but we also do it because we love the style and we want to encourage you to keep doing your amazing stuff here with the Banx.
Special thanks to Molly, our camera operator.
Thanks, Molly.
Molly.
Big shout out to the back of house guys who are like Imran and Ultimate for keeping the team alive. Bernie.
Shout out to Ed, he's everywhere.
Eddie, Bernie, Amir, Naz, and all that kind of stuff that do support the team. Syl's links are all on the bottom there, guys. If you want to check out
You don't need
Banx.
any links, man. He's already got Sylvester Banx.
All the
Everyone
stuff
knows what it is.
and the links and stuff for the Banx clothing and stuff like that. Keep an eye out for the release.
If you use discount code Kick-Ons, you'll get 0% off.
Yeah, absolutely
on Banx
0% off for nothing of Syl's wear.
Might even do free shipping.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness, you're just going to pick up a delivery log.
Pick it up. If you want to pick it up, you can meet Sylvester. No, sometimes you don't get to meet UA if you pick up.
There's no meet and greet here. There's no meet and greet here.
He's a busy man. You might have to just meet Ed.
It's like, hello. That's all the time we have for today. Thank you very much, Firman. Thank you very much, Syl, for your time. We are back. We are fortnightly. We'll be coming out with some new content. Please keep your eyes tuned to our IG and our Facebook.
We're going to have some cool shit. We're going to be reacting to some videos, some gross stuff, some cool stuff. I wasn't recording.
I've got us all. I can see the record button. We'll catch you next time on the Kick-Ons podcast. And until then, keep it locked in. Keep safe. We'll see you later.
Yes, bye-bye.